Hello everyone, and welcome back to Press A for ESL. I'm Jasmine, and I'm bringing you vocabulary versus vocabulary. We are at episode 10. Round of applause, round of applause. Woo, I can't believe we're at episode 10 already, but thank you so much for sticking around this long with me. We're going to keep on bringing vocabulary versus vocabulary every week, but if there's something that you would like to practice regarding ESL, please let me know. You can put the comments, you can send an email, whatever you like. Now for today's vocabulary versus vocabulary, it's a word that sounds very identical, and it's altogether versus altogether. Right? I guess they're not very identical, they are identical. Now, they sound exactly the same, they both relate to similar things, but they function differently in the sentence. So let's break it down so they don't confuse you anymore. But as usual, we're going to start off with some rules just to refresh you or for anyone new joining us today. So our rules are the following. 1, you have 30 seconds to answer, but you can pause the video though if you do need more time. 2, try your best without using any dictionaries or any outside help. You know, you're trying to practice here. Now, number 3 is if you want, you can put your answers in the comments below to see what everyone else has said, or, you know, if you want to compete against them. And lastly, explanations for both words will be after our question. So, are you ready for episode 10? Okay, let's take a look at our question type. Our question type is fill in the blank. So our sentence is, the team was when the coach arrived. Is it all together where it's the 2 words, or all together as 1 word? You have 30 seconds. Good luck. It's been 30 seconds, so have you decided? Is it all together as 2 words or all together as 1 word? So the answer is all together as 2 separate words. So the team was all together when the coach arrived. And now don't worry, we're going to break it down. So all together as the 2 separate words is an adverbial phrase. And it means everyone or everything in the same place or at the same time. And so like in our previous one, the team was all together in the same place at the same time when the coach was there. Now, some synonyms for all together are in a group, collectively, or as a unit. So another example sentence just to help you with it is the students stood all together for a class photo. So again, they were all in one place at the same time. So you think all as a collective unit. Now we use all together when we're talking about a group of people or things that are gathered or acting as one. So like the adventurers were finally all together in the castle hall. So they were all gathered together in one place. So that's all together as 2 separate words is an adverbial phrase. Now the other all together, and I know it's going to be confusing because they sound exactly the same, is actually an adverb. So it's not an adverbial phrase because a phrase has 2 words. Now, altogether, as the adverb, it means completely, entirely, or in total. Now, again, synonyms would be completely, totally, or overall. So, for example, altogether, it's too expensive for me to buy. So you're saying in total, like for example, if you want to buy the new iPhone, that is way too expensive for me. But we're not talking about things gathered together in one place. So again, use all together when you mean completely or entirely, or you're talking about the total of something. Now, I hope that helped between the 2 differences. Remember, all together as 2 separate words means something gathered together in one place or at the same time, or active collectively as a group. And then all together means like overall or the total amount of something. It's like all together it's too expensive for me, or all together this was very hard for me, things like that. Okay, I hope those explanations help. Again, if you ever need, you can always rewatch the explanations just to read it over, take your time and pause, so don't worry about that. But what we're gonna do next is have our bonus challenges just to test your knowledge about the two differences between the words. So I hope you're ready. Let's go take a look at our bonus. All right, our bonus question, we have more than one, don't worry, is another fill in the blank. I stopped seeing them, Now is it all together as two words or all together as the one, the adverb or adverbial phrase? You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's all together. So remember, this means completely or in total. So I stopped seeing them all together. Maybe you had a fight, or maybe they moved away, but you completely just stopped being there. You weren't gathering together in one place or acting collectively. Okay, remember. Now don't worry, we do have another bonus challenge, but again, it's going to increase in difficulty. So the second bonus is also fill in the blank, but it's include both words. So it's going to include the adverbial phrase and the adverb. So the tools were in one box, but the job was impossible. Okay, yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. But for our first blank, it's all together as the adverbial phrase, and our second blank is all together. Now remember, the tools were all together, so it means all of the tools were gathered into one box. But the job itself, and you're talking about the entirety of the job, was just impossible. I wonder what kind of job it was. Okay, now don't worry, we have one final bonus challenge, but this is the one where you produce the sentence yourself. So our question is this: what happens when you and your friends are all together? Do you guys do crazy things? Do you play board games, video games? Do you just chill, relax? What do you do? So put your answers in the comments below, and I will see you next week with another vocabulary versus vocabulary. So thank you guys so much for coming. You've just earned 10 experience points.